Remember, there's some pretty important information here in the disclaimer. You might want to give the video a quick pause and read it.
Oh, hey everybody, it's me, Sonic! Sonic the Hedgehog! Just here to remind you that if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button. And for even more amazing customs, don't forget to subscribe to Wake Angel 2001! Because between you and me, they're way past cool!
Hello, my friends. This is Wake Angel 2001, and I bet you didn't expect to see another one so soon, huh? This is a quick little payback commission for Zack, the guy that is my hero because he's always out there. Where he lives, he has much easier access to Targets and Walmarts, and his area, being farther west than me, is able to get the Sonic toys in sooner than New York does. So, like, easily 90% of my Jakks Pacific Sonic collection was actually middleman through him, and I am always grateful for that. This time, after he sent me Chaos and Big the Cat, he lamented the fact that Big the Cat didn't really come with the iconic accessories you'd expect from him. So, he asked me if I would be able to make him a Froggy. And I said, hey, you know what? I'll do better than that. I'll make a full-on Frontiers upgrade, giving him all the stuff that he has in his cameo in Sonic Frontiers. So, of course, this does indeed start with a Froggy. This is based off of his actual 3D model from the game, and in the scale that he needs to be in, it was actually very difficult to print it. Here is an early attempt. As you can see, the arms and legs are basically torn off by the very support media that was meant to support them as they were printed. So I had to reconfigure my 3D printer to have no support media for the legs, only to hold the torso up. But although the front legs came out, the back legs got badly mangled by the fact that they curl over themselves so much. So I basically had to cut my own legs using craft foam. And yes, these are very tiny. You're going to see in a minute just how small this frog actually is. But yeah, once all that was done, he was just a paint job away from being the iconic Froggy. And of course, this is the Froggy that is not having Chaos's tail attached to him. Because even though the only official Froggy toy ever made has the tail, and most of the times we see him, he has the tail, like in Sonic Forces Speed Battle, he still has the tail, we had to remember he only had the tail until Chaos reclaimed it, which I think was the halfway point of Sonic Adventure. Like, when you were fighting Chaos 4, yeah, or no, it was Chaos 6 when he basically became a big blob thing with a scorpion tail coming out the top. I don't know. I think that's when he got the tail back. But I digress. So we have us a little Froggy that can act as an accessory for Big the Cat, and now he needs another iconic accessory, the fishing pole. Now there is some 3D printing here. I used Tinkercad to make this little spool thing, but the little lure is hand sculpted. Mostly because I couldn't figure out how to make this curved teardrop shape in Tinkercad. Like, Tinkercad has cones and spheres and cylinders, and making weird curved shapes like this just isn't part of its repertoire. And then the shaft of the fishing rod itself was an old paintbrush. I pulled the bristles out. This is one of those little cheap paintbrushes that comes with the Test Tours paint when you buy it. The one that has those cheap plastic bristles that don't really work all that great. So looking up close, just to show where the spool is attached, the base of the handle is wrapped in white duct tape, which I then painted orange and then coated with a layer of crazy glue to make sure that the orange paint wouldn't peel. So oh, by the way, the string for the fishing line, that's dental floss. Yeah, dental floss. It's good string. So we have us a fishing lure that, fishing rod that Big the Cat can hold in his hand, and the duct tape is there for a reason. Like, you think, why would you use duct tape? It's such a low-tech material. It's something that's somewhat soft and pliant, so it can squish down slightly to go into Big's hand without stretching his fingers open. See? If I had used like 3D printed plastic, or if I sculpted it, then that would have been much harder, and then like it would have messed up Big's hand going in and out. And of course, like I said, this is the Frontiers update to Big the Cat. So, what's one of the most iconic new things from Sonic Frontiers? Why, it would be a Coco, of course. And I am particularly proud of this Coco because it is a 3D model that I made myself. Yes, I went onto Tinkercad and made my own Coco. If you want to go to Tinkercad and go to the Tinkercad website, and you can either search for Coco, spelled K-O-C-O, or you can look up my username, which on Tinkercad is YAngelDF, and yeah, you can download this model yourself and print it out whenever you want. And yeah, with a simple gray paint job and some nice big black pupils, we got us a Coco. Oh, by the way, I kind of find it amusing that at one point, they point out that the Coco are basically like Lucky Charms that the ancients carried. And now, like, the ancient souls rest within these little Cocos and they reenact their final days over and over again. And it makes me think, so these are basically the ancients' Furbies. Like, the ancient species went extinct and their toys gained sentience to homage their previous owners. Like, if I were to suddenly just, die, would my substantial toy collection, of which I assure you there are several hundred figures in my room, just animate themselves and start reenacting various scenes from over the course of my life? That's kind of weird. It's a little bit stressing. Kind of a little bit like what happens to Woody and the other characters in Toy Story in the WALL-E world, because shared continuity in Pixar. So let's take a look at the completed package. Yep, here's Big the Cat. He can hold Froggy in his little hand as he holds the fishing rod in the other. The Coco is, it's there. It's a Coco. Oh yeah, I made a stand for it. It's a transparent Mega Construct stick with a 3D printed circle that the stick goes into. And of course he can hold the frog over his head like, I found Froggy! So yes, we have a Big the Cat upgrade kit. If you asked me from 10 years ago if I would ever do this, you would have said no. But, time changes us all, doesn't it? So that is the upgrade set. Little accessories that you can use to make Big the Cat look a little bit more iconic. So there we go. This is Wake Angel 2001 signing off.